Hi, welcome back to Vondel Pete, and today we've got a very special guest. It's my ENFP cousin from the Outback. You may have seen him in a previous video where we talked about how INFPs and ENFPs sometimes influence each other, or how they may potentially influence each other. But in today's video, instead, what we're going to do is I've got some of my viewers, because I've got a lovely comment section. I don't know if you've noticed on my YouTube channel.
Dedicated following, yeah.
I've got a very dedicated cult following, and I've got some questions that they would like to ask you. I put out the feelers into my community, and I've got 5 questions. This person says, I'm glad he came back after the bathrobe and wine incident, lol. Just for those of you who don't know, my ENFP cousin was a bit creeped out, potentially by me. He might not even be a bit creeped out, but I walked up to him and I was holding a glass of wine and I was wearing a bathrobe, and I asked him if he'd ever thought about his ISTJ brother having sex with his wife. With his wife, not your wife. You don't have a wife.
No. No, that would be silly.
But you have come back.
Yeah. I mean, I guess to push that, in isolation, it sounds like a weird thing, but if you put it up next to the hundreds of other things that you've said to me, that one actually doesn't seem so bad in comparison.
Well, I hope that answers your question.
So there's no, I mean, if you didn't say that, it would probably be more creepy, because...
It'd be more creepy if you're staying at my apartment and I didn't ask you if you ever thought about your brother having sex with his wife.
Well, because I would say, what happened to the real Vondel Pete?
Oh, this isn't,
this is it. Who are you really? It'll be like a Scooby-Doo moment.
Oh, that's
and I'd pull you, now let's see who's really there. And you'd...
So if I hadn't done that, you might not have come back. So basically, this person is asking, I'm glad he came back after the bath and robe and wine incident, and your answer to that is, I wouldn't have come back if you hadn't done that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that makes it, what you just did was make me sound a lot better than me presenting that as well. So you're a good, what do you call that? That's like a punk, like, speech.
I'm a speechwriter.
Yeah, when you grab a ramble and you proof. Yeah, like
proofreader.
Proofreader. Some sort of you just made it more succinct. You're good at that. I mean,
thank you.
No, my girlfriend's probably better at that than you.
Oh, okay.
Because we both.
Next question. Do you own a real lava lamp, and have you gotten into a fight with a snake in the outback? So this question is referring to the fact that I've got a fake lava lamp in many of my videos. So I suppose they're asking, do you have a real lava lamp? And have you ever gotten into a fight with a snake in the outback? So please answer these 2 questions, if you will.
Look, I'm going to be entirely honest with you. No.
To which one?
All.
So you have not got a real lava lamp, and you've never gotten into a fight with a snake in the outback?
No.
Why not?
Well, why would you?
Why would you what?
Get in a fight with a snake in the outback?
That's what I'm asking you.
Well...
That's what they're asking you.
Well...
Why can't you just answer the simple question?
I don't know. They're just... I can't think of a smart-ass response to that.
Well, I hope that answers your question.
What do you want me? You want me to just be some fearless snake killer, that just some psychopath that just goes out and kills snakes? I don't know. Snakes stay out of your way. I think the common misconception about Australian outback is that everything will kill you, but it's more like you're probably more likely to get glassed from some cunt named Trent in a singlet in the Melbourne CBD than you are going to get killed by any animal in Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much.
Do you, like the C word? Drop that. Some of the audience who aren't Australians, you probably bleep that one out.
Yeah. In Australia, it's a word that you use all the time. If you're at a job interview, if you're meeting your girlfriend's parents, you just call them cunts straight away. It's a term of endearment. Next question. I think I would ask him if he'd rather date a girl with a voice that sounds like a didgeridoo, or date a girl that can only communicate by belching and grunting.
Well, funny that you asked that. That's really the only 2 options in Australia.
To date a girl that sounds like a didgeridoo, or date a girl that can only communicate.
Yeah, those are the only 2 types of people that exist. There are 2 types of women that exist.
I can vouch for that.
For me, I would go for the belching, because it kind of is a little bit more human. I've already got the deep voice. I've got the I've got the both, actually. No, didgeridoo? No, I'm not nearly as soothing as a didgeridoo. No, I definitely got the belching. And so you kind of you got to combine that together.
Yeah.
I particularly like it when generally you talk to a woman and they look at you in disgust and spit on you.
Right.
Followed by burp and belching.
Okay.
I mean, well, actually, maybe I shouldn't say I like that. Maybe I should say it happens a lot.
It does. No,
Yeah.
I've got some Australian girls that watch my channel.
They'll understand.
They'll understand.
They'll understand.
They also asking for a friend who thinks your cousin is cute. I mean, they think...
Well, I don't like people with bad taste in men, so you can skip that question.
All right. Okay, next question says, I'd like to know if he has any stories of ENFP or INFP ladies pursuing him that are comparable to his cousin's tales of lady fans reciting intense poetry in the classroom / movies that he was duped into starring as a sex robot. This is in reference to... I think you know the references there.
You started something with a sex... Oh, you're talking about the film,
No, they're talking about me as your cousin.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories that are similar to when different lady fans that I've had have written films where I'm a sex robot? Remember I was in a...
Well, I did act in a film with a sex robot.
Well, there you go.
Sexbot 3000. Yeah, I was in it. Well, actually, no. Was I in it? No, that's right. There was content, but I think I shot most of that. So I filmed the sex bot. So it's about the sex bot coming down to Earth, and he just has sex with all the things.
And what about ENFP and INFP ladies pursuing you?
Well, no, they don't pursue me.
I think I've known some who have pursued you, right? I don't know if they've, unless you were pursuing them.
No,
they were pursuing you.
Like who? I mean,
ENFPs and INFPs from your past.
Fuck, you're going to give me... What's the big thing to look out to make... What's the giveaway that they are?
Well, I think a lot of your ex-girlfriends were these types. Your last two were, before this one.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So what's the question? Like, have I got stories about that?
Yeah. You probably don't want to tell.
No, well, no, not really. I mean, nothing interesting. I wish it I think I just drank the end of that. I mean... No, the question... Oh, God, I can't... Yeah, I don't have the great stories like you do in that pursuit.
That's all right.
Where it's like...
Well, you're probably a gentleman. You don't...
No, well, I generally just avoid women at all costs.
You don't? Do you?
No. I learned that from you. You told me that. You said, as I was a young boy, 10 years difference between us, when I was young, you would grab me and you would look into my eyes and you would say, do not trust any woman.
God.
And so... I've been following that ever since.
Yeah.
And somehow I got a girlfriend out of that. But I mean, we'll ignore that. We'll ignore that fact. But
ignore that.
Yeah. No, that doesn't go with the law. That doesn't go with the law.
With the Vondelpeet law.
Yeah, it doesn't go with the law that we're trying to create here.
Well, we'll move on to the next question.
Yeah, no, sorry I couldn't get it. I wish... Because I know if I was asking Peter that question, there would be better answers. But I can't give a good answer to that one.
That's all right. We can't all be...
interesting storytellers.
And liars, like myself. How the hell do we know if an ENFP likes you?
They talk to you. That's it. That's literally it.
Wait, but ENFPs talk to everybody. So how do you? Is it?
Well, I mean, their threshold for liking people is pretty low. But I mean, you can
Is
shit.
it?
Like,
is it?
I don't know. I think so. Like, I mean, so you could talk to one cute lady at the pub. And then you imagine a future with her, and then your heart's broken immediately when you never talk again. Oh, she talks to someone else.
They move on.
Yeah, they move on very. Even though like they had no intention of that. I think how do you tell if an ENFP? I reckon it genuinely is just they talk to you. It's like
if an ENFP talking to you, they like you. Because do they ignore those they don't like?
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's like I mean,
similar to INFPs.
It depends on how engaging the conversation is, and they also will go out of their way to have conversations with you. They make some sort of excuse to talk to you.
They just come to your house randomly on drugs.
Well, I've done that a few times to you, haven't I?
Yeah, you've done it to me. I mean,
well, no, I've been playing sober. I mean, drugs it would have made more sense if I was on drugs, but the way I did it was completely sober.
Yeah, I think. I mean, what's my advice to this question? How do you know if an ENFP likes you?
They talk to him. They talk to you.
No, that's the answer. That's the answer. They talk to you. If they're talking to you, they like you. They probably love you. They're quite obsessed.
I know, but like, you mean like just do you mean like as romantic interest, or do you mean like as?
I think this is from an INFP potentially.
So because if like from just like a friendship point of view, yeah, if they talk to you, they like you. From a romantic point of view, they go out of their way to talk to you.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. That answers that
I can
question.
vouch for that. So I hope that you've got something out of this little chat. Thank you for the questions. For those of you who had questions that they wanted to ask my ENFP cousin, I hope that we've given somewhat decent answers to those questions.
I like to think we did.
Thank you for watching. I hope that we've answered your questions sufficiently, and I'll see you next time.
Hold the stem.
Oh, sorry.